Hello, Thomas Nelson, and a very happy summer of 2016.
Summer!
This is Principal Wes Bradley with Vice Principal Heather Worrell.
Hey guys!
And we're here to talk about two important things today. One is our original general salute, which gives us time to look back and salute our class of 2016, some very important part of our community members, a very important part of our community.
Yes.
And also talk about a unique transition with Miss Worrell as she continues to fly closer in the year ahead with the Kentucky Department of Education.
Yes, so this next year I've been offered a position with the Kentucky Department of Education as a principal digital consultant. So essentially what that means is I will be working with districts from across the state of Kentucky to support their students with EdTech initiatives. In many cases very similar to what we have here at Thomas Nelson. So it's an exciting opportunity.
So thinking about building capacity with Chromebooks
Right.
and
Chromebooks, Microsoft, Emotion Academy, yes, Apple products, all that good stuff. Just helping support students in making and creating and blended learning and all that good stuff. So it's an exciting opportunity. My background before I was a teacher, I was a library media specialist and then became a school leader. So this is something that I've always been very passionate about and that gets me excited to come to work. So good opportunity.
And something we've been fortunate at Thomas Nelson to have over the past 4 years is tech leadership from folks like Ms. Worrell, who are really allowing our students to continue to fly closer. Speaking of which, our class of 2016, the original general.
OGs.
And they have this name because they are the first 4-year graduating class, and they were here on the first day, August 12th.
We all started together.
2012.
2012, yep.
So with that, we want to share a few key takeaways as we look back over the past 4 years and celebrate
Yeah.
with them, and also look ahead to the class of 2017, our house caretakers.
That's right.
So, original general, looking back over 4 years, the first thing is we reflect on that, this idea that culture is king.
Right, or queen, as I like to say. So culture is king or queen. Yes, I think one of the big takeaways for me in the way that our community worked together to create this school is to not only have these awesome leader values, but to couple them with what we call our care values. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of this place. And I think that real push and the way our community embraced our care initiatives allowed for remarkability to ensue across the school. Kids are taking care of each other. Our teachers are top-notch and take care of our kiddos in ways that blow us away. So I think the care values and our students' ability to really adhere to those and live those day to day, as well as our teachers, parents, and community members, really helped our school grow fast and be a remarkable one.
So culture is king, first takeaway. Second takeaway, this idea that the answer to how is yes.
Right, the answer to how is yes.
We had a student recently come up and ask, why do you put yes after things when you write it on
Facebook? Yeah.
And for those of you who were around 4 or 5 years ago, I think you can remember that the answer to how is yes. How can we start a new school? Well, the first step is believing that and believing that it's possible. And I think when we look back at our class of 2016, these are a group of students that believed anything is possible for themselves, for the community, for their future story over the next 4 or 5 years. And that courage is something that we really want to continue to model for all of our underclassmen with our class of 2017.
Right. It's a culture of saying yes. It's a culture of risk-taking, not being afraid to stand out and be remarkable, and that's the whole Purple Cow mentality. And I think when I think about our teachers and what a special group they are, they have really adhered and really pushed this answer to how is yes mentality, and they work to do things that we've never done before every year to get better for our kids, our students, you guys. So the notion of flying and defying, flying closer to the sun, taking risks, really all of that just centers around the idea of saying yes. Let's do this. It's what's best for kids, and it's going to help them get to where they want to be and make those future story dreams become realities. So it's a special place.
We also, every year we've made changes.
Yes.
Just as we're making changes for next year, planning for the new house system. And all these changes that we've incurred have forced us to grow.
Yes.
And that's the third big takeaway is that growth requires change.
Right.
And change for us has led to growth. And that's something that by embracing that idea of growth mindset in our students, we've seen them grow and change, but we've also grown with them.
Absolutely. Growth mindset mentality. We met this summer to pick a new theme for our camps that we're going to do with our leaders here at Thomas Nelson, and we went with the theme Safe is Risky. And really that goes back to growth mindset and always doing things that are going to push us out of our comfort zones to grow and get better. And so launching those initiatives and not being afraid to try and sometimes fail. I mean, failure's inherent.
So we got the Fly and Defy going on here. So can you talk about Fly and Defy?
Yes, so Fly and Defy, it's all about not being afraid to take risks and to try new things. In knowing that sometimes when you take risks, you fail. And it's about flying close to the sun. Sometimes we fly a little too close and we get burnt, and we got to slap some aloe on that bad boy and fly on. So really, having a growth mindset, taking risks, it all goes back to the answer to how is yes mentality. And our school, because of this, has grown, and our students have done remarkably well. When I think about our juniors who are coming up to be our seniors and their ACT success, it was remarkable. And the best growth and the best overall success that we've had thus far is because of our students embracing this mentality, growth mindset, the answer to how is yes.
I think, too, when we talk about healthy risk, this is really for students and parents as a reminder. We're talking about healthy academic and social risk that are going to put you in a place where you're developing college and career readiness skills that most students just simply aren't taking those risks.
Right.
And we want to make sure that all of our students are putting themselves in a position to learn and grow.
And also, social risks. That's what I was going to say. Joining student organizations. We have over 35 student organizations, athletic teams, clubs, that allow students opportunities to build community within the school, and taking the risk and putting yourself out there to be a part of those student organizations is also a key component of that mentality.
So last key takeaway, and this applies to everyone in our community, from parents to students to teachers. We have our leader values, but from the beginning, we've worked in this assumption that everyone is a leader.
Yes.
And we don't mean everyone is leading the room and everyone's following the leader. What we mean is that everyone is embodying this idea that they can be the master of their future story, that they have responsibility and take ownership over their own future and the future of our community.
Right.
So the idea is that everyone leads. And this goes for student organizations, this goes for individual students, it also goes for parents and teachers every day in our classrooms. And we feel like that through that process, the new four-year house structure that our class of 2017 will be taking on, and really being the primary caretakers of, is something that we're very excited about.
Yes, absolutely. I think, and I want to commend Mr. Webster for really pushing us to fly and defy and thinking about our house system and how we can do more and rethink it to really maximize the care that takes place within that house and offer students those student empowerment opportunities, especially for you seniors. You have a big responsibility to really take care of your housemates, those underclassmen and students within your care in that house, and work with your house leaders as well to do so. So I think next year is going to be a really special year for you, class of 2017. A lot of responsibility, a lot of student empowerment initiatives. You guys are really going to be history makers launching the new four-year house structure. And kudos to all those leaders, also teacher leaders who were on the team with Mr. Webster to really be thoughtful in how to roll out this new initiative. And the care commitment ceremony, wasn't it awesome?
Yeah, the care commitment ceremony was one of those opportunities that we look forward to every year.
Right, and you guys, let's see, the sophomores and juniors, their care commitment ceremony will be that first week of school, so they'll find out what houses they're going to be in then, and it is such an awesome opportunity to create stronger community within our greater Thomas Nelson community, so it's going to be great.
As we continue to grow as individuals and as a community, we will have transition, and Ms. Royal has been an important part of our community for the past 4 years. Anyone that's been a part of Thomas Nelson could could not miss the energy and the influence that she's had on our culture here at Thomas Nelson, and that will continue to endure. And
Right. Right, because really, Mr. Riley, I'll still be working and taking care of Nelson County as well as other counties throughout the state, including Thomas Nelson within Nelson County. So from time to time, you might hear the clickety clack of my heels in the hall. I'll be around, and I will always be looking out for the students and in this Thomas Nelson High School community overall.
So parents, students, we're looking forward to seeing you at our Back to School Bash on Friday, August 5th. We also want to make sure that you're able to communicate with us. If you need anything, please give us a call during the summer. Here's to an original general, Miss Worrell, and the work that she's done, and all of our original generals out there as they take on college and career aspirations in the weeks and months ahead.
So I guess we will conclude by saying, for the last time, as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and take care of this place. Go Generals.